Okay, I'm on a road trip. Me and my best friend, we headed back from Livingstone College homecoming. Shout out to y'all. We had a time, okay? But we having some great convo today, and y'all know we always talking and thinking deeply. And so I'm gonna tell y'all something that my best friend messed my head up with one day and had me thinking. And I did a video about this, but we gonna run it back. We was talking about, you know, how people are so, I guess, shocked when they find out there are other races of beings, like aliens or the different species of aliens, right?
A lot of people don't even want to believe that there are. They want to think that we are the only beings that exist in the universe, and that's crazy.
Tell them what you told me that day that messed me up.
That, just like, what we were talking about, Grimm?
Yes.
That there are, just like there are, okay, my premise is in science, we're taught that there are different families and different groups of every type of animal. Mm-hmm. But when you get to humans, it stops. So, if you have a small mind, you'll think that humans are the top of the hierarchy of, I guess, of life here on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
However, but if you really think about it, there have to be different types of human, or different types of beings. We might be humans, but there are different types of beings, and those beings might look human on the outside, but just as there are different types of dogs, cats, there are humans that are in that type of being form. Dogs, cats, just like we call people, you act just like a dog. You calling them what they actually are.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I would say every form. Just like there are different forms of different animals, there are different forms of different humans.
It's in the name. It's in the name. Like, you have human beings. Okay, that means then there are other types of beings. They're defining human. They're specifying it's a human being. But what about the other being? You know how we was talking about the earth and how I believe it's infinite, right?
Yes.
So I was telling her, like, you know how people argue about the shape of the earth, like, oh no, it's round or it's flat. What if it's not none of that? What if it's just, first of all, what if it just is, number one? What if it's just infinite? What if it's just nothing to stop anywhere?
Because every plane you go on, if anybody has ever flown on a plane before, you never see the edge, or quote unquote. If the earth is round, at some point you should be able to be on a plane and be able to fly over it to see that it's round. But then to counter that, we are the size of an ant, basically, on Earth as human beings. So I don't think that we can ever traverse the entire Earth.
Right. Because
we're so small. And for us, it is infinite. And drive from one country to another one, and you never see, because I'll be looking, you never see any change in Earth. It just looks like it's never ending.
You know what's so wild to me though? Because people will come. This is where the indoctrination come in. Because you're gonna have some people probably even come in these comments and say, education is everything. You need to go study something. Shut the fuck up, first of all. Because they're telling you, once again, everything that you tell me that comes from education already lets me know you're indoctrinated. Think for yourself for 1 second, because once you start thinking for yourself, you're gonna be like, hold up.
Even
what if it's not?
But within the education, there are some truths in it, because they have to. The laws of the universe say what to do unto a people. You have to show them, you have to tell them. But it doesn't mean that they don't have to twist it, and they twist it.
But don't use that as your facts when you ain't never been to no end of no motherfucking earth. So don't tell me, oh, science says, shut the fuck. Did you go? Did you go? If you didn't go, what are you talking about? If you went internally, yes, and you traveled that way and you was able to see something, whatever, okay, that's different. But that's still letting you know that everything is interdimensional, meaning you have to go inward to travel there. You can't tell me, if you've never been to Mars, how are you telling me about what's going on Mars? I don't give a fuck what you talk about, you study.
And scientifically, we don't even have the technology to travel. They said we've been to the moon. We have not stepped not 1 foot on the moon. We don't have the technology to even travel to the moon. So how are you talking about?
Oh, you talking about them rockets that they send the fuck up there, and you see them come right back down and go into where? Ocean?
You gotta feel it. And you can't go out, up, and out because we have a filament. If space is Bose-Einstein condensate cold, then by the time our atmosphere, which is moisture, and it gets to the space, it's gonna
be
freeze.
frozen.
Right.
People
So we can't get out going up. Now under, yeah, in water, yeah, portals in the water.
But is there even an
outside.
out, or does it just keep going? Again, it's infinite?
So are they? So you're saying like all the other planets are intertwined? It's not a
It's
one here, one there. It's
exactly.
all just infinite. And
It's
we're all
infinite.
Right here. Yeah.
It's infinite. There's no other way to explain this. And when you keep trying to put a fucking box on everything, oh no, it's only this much and this is where it stops. No, the fuck it don't. This is infinite. I can't see nothing but sky. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Nigga, ain't no stop to this.
And no matter where you go, we're in a completely different state. Go to any state across the country, all you're gonna see is just sky.
Sky.
The only thing that's gonna change is the amount of clouds.
It might look like a different sky, but that's what you're gonna see. That shit is infinite.
Yeah.
Why everybody always trying to define something? But that's human nature.
Yeah.
Human nature always wants to define something, and whatever you don't understand, you're gonna demonize, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you're gonna look at or judge or whatever the case may be because you don't get it.
Because you've been indoctrinated and you agree with everything.
Exactly.
You don't think for yourself, or you're not willing to have thoughts outside of a box.
The smartest people are open.
Yeah.
Somebody could come to me, a 5-year-old could come to me right now, a 5 years young person could come to me right now and say whatever they gonna tell me, and I'm gonna listen. A lot of people gonna just dismiss them because of their so-called fake ass age was not even, that's not even real.
They're closer to, but they're closer to the knowledge of the infinite knowledge of everything than we are. Because they haven't been indoctrinated with all the lies and all that kind of stuff. So they're actually coming out already open and already awake, basically. We make them go to sleep.
That was kind of like the question that I had put on my social media the other day when I was saying, or not even a question, but I was telling people, if you really, it kind of was a question. Okay, let me back it up. So one of the things I said on my social media was, think back to when you were a child and people used to say, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? A lot of times that's linked to whatever your passion and purpose is in life. Because that is the time when your imagination was most open and you was connected to spirit. And this is when your spirit was speaking. You wasn't using ego. You was using what you really knew you could do. Right? What you was passionate about. For me, I always said, everybody's going to know my name. I didn't know fucking how. I didn't know how, and I didn't want to be in a celebrity limelight or nothing. I just knew that I was going to be known some kind of way. I didn't know at the time that my mission was to speak. I didn't know at the time that my mission was to damn near be a hood preacher. But here we are.
Waking people up from indoctrination of
For real.
Church and state.
But the thing is, your past lives are always linked to whatever your current mission is. Because in my past life, I was a preacher. And when I had my reading, I said, you saying I was a what? She said, you was a preacher. I said, I wasn't nobody preacher. But now I see it. Because you could consider me a preacher. I just don't do it in a traditional Christianity sense. Right? But I'm still reaching masses of people. I'm still reaching masses of people, and I'm helping, hopefully, to transform them and thinking about things differently.
Especially because think about the era that we're in. We're in the era of the awakening. So you're helping so many people that have been indoctrinated with all the lies become, and it again, it's a rabbit hole. So when you start getting up and waking up, it can be a little scary. So you're needed to help people and guide them through.
Oh yeah, I love it. But one thing I'm not gonna do is, like I said, alter my peace, because I'm trying to wake you up, because not everybody's meant to make it. Yeah. You're not meant to wake up. Not everybody. Everybody can't go.
It's your family though.
Hey.
It's hard when your family's sleep.
No, it ain't. Remove them titles. It ain't hard.
I just want them to get up.
Yeah, I did too. For a long time. I'm not gonna lie. But them days is gone. Them ships have sailed.